We'll go to the rules in the dressing room. You have any questions? Remember to protect yourself at all times. Okay, obey my commands. Touch them up. Good luck to you.
So Gogokhiia started out as a kickboxer. Muay Thai was his specialty. He was 42-7 with 21 KOs. He finally made the transition after winning the 2012 WKF World Title to become a boxer. And now he's 9-0 with 4 KOs. His manager is Igis Klimas. So we know that Igis doesn't take someone who he doesn't think has a lot of talent to go along with Lomachenko and Usyk and Kovalev and Gavadzik. You know what I mean? He's got to be ready. And he's taking out Freitas, who's been knocked out 3 of the last 4 fights he has had. And so he has not been sharp, although he started his career impressively.
One of those knockouts for Freitas in May 2018, coming at the hands of a fighter you'll see later on tonight on the card, in Teofimo Lopez. He knocked him out in the first round. Looking forward to seeing Teofimo tonight. He's in a tough one, though, a 10-rounder against Diego Magdaleno. That'll be later tonight, 11 p.m. local time on ESPN+.
And speaking of Teofimo, his last fight was a 44-second one-punch knockout that was spectacular at Madison Square Garden's Hulu Theater.
Against Mason Menard. And, I mean, that was on SportsCenter and every highlight reel.
I think the SweetScience.com called it their fight of the year. Their knockout of the year. Knockout of the year.
He always looks to take over the show, as he calls it. He calls himself the takeover, but let's see who's going to take over here.
Yeah.
A little different skill level between these two fighters here.
Gogokhiia in the white with the red trim. Freitas in the black trunks with the silver and blue trim. And down goes Freitas. And Freitas is shaking his head. No, I'm not hurt.
He was kind of caught by a punch while he was backing up, so he thinks he probably slipped more, got his feet tangled up more than a knockdown. But
that's why he was shaking his head, but he went down, so you got to count it as a knockdown any which way. And as I mentioned, Freitas has been knocked out in 3 of his last 4 fights, and you've got Gogokhiia very confident coming off a knockout of Dario Furman in Nevada, in Las Vegas on October 13th.
And although he was a former kickboxer, he always wanted to be a professional boxer. He said he dreamed about it since he was a little kid and felt like it was his destiny and his fate, because although he started out by being a kickboxer, boxing found him, and this is where he wants to be. Helps with his aggressiveness, has helped with his speed, his footwork. And as you can see, he's a come forward, aggressive style fighter.
Freitas looks like he's got his wits about him as he throws a right hand. Gogokhiia looks very patient, measuring his opponent. Final seconds of round 1. Combination by Gogokhiia as the round comes to a close. And so you'll have to score at 10-8 any which way with the knockdown, even though Freitas was shaking his head that it came on a slip. Off balance. Let's go back to that knockdown. He just kind of got him on his arm, and he was pedaling backwards, and he lost his balance and went down. Sorry.
It kind of grazed across his chest to his arms, but it never really looked like his feet got crossed, so you have to count that a knockdown.
Do you score at 10-8 or 10-9?
I mean, it didn't seem like he was hurt by it, but I'm sure it's going to count as, I'm pretty sure they're going to count it a 10-8 round. Yep. But it didn't seem to affect him the rest of the round, although I think Gogokhiia won the round regardless of.
So do I. But in a short fight, a 2-point differential is huge in the first round. This is only a 6-round bout. Again, one of the things about a swing bout, it can go different distances. This one could have gone 6 or 8. It's going only 6. It looked like Freitas lost his balance again, lunging forward. Left hook landed by Freitas.
And Frida's had some good amateur experience. He was pretty accomplished amateur in Brazil. Former Brazilian 135-pound champion. So he's been in better fights as a professional, but as of late has not been doing his best boxing, coming off multiple losses.
Gets through with another right hand, second one in this round. Gogokhiia does a lot of standing, posing, waiting, but you want him to throw leather. Finally throws after Fritas comes after him, a counter left, but it went straight to the body. Nothing really got through there. And to the body goes Fritas.
You see Fritas trying to get inside, trying to close that distance a little bit, lunging forward.
Fritas leading with the right hand. Fritas looks like he's having some trouble keeping his trunks up. He keeps reaching for his trunks. That's, a sidebar here, but you got to fight and forget about it.
He got caught with the check hook coming in. He's
and he got a right hand
wildly.
through.
One of the things that you're going to notice, like right there where they kind of got stumbled amongst each other, is you have Gogokhiia, who is a southpaw, and you have Fritas, who's an orthodox fighter. And oftentimes when you have a lefty against a righty, they battle for that front foot position. Most of the time you want to get your foot on the outside of theirs, and when they step on each other's front foot, oftentimes they get off balance and they can't throw with all that power.
You can get a clash of heads too.
So kind of looks a little sloppy sometimes.
Short right hand by Gogokhiia got through. Left hand by Gogokhiia as Fritas came in.
And that's there all night for Gogokhiia, because when Fritas tries to come inside with the left, with his jab, he keeps his right hand down almost pretty low to his hip.
Not a bad round for Fritas, except for that maybe last 25 seconds.
And I actually think Gogokhiia may have got cut on the top of his forehead at the end of that round. I see a little bit of blood coming there, so he has Roger Anderson in his corner as his cut man, and I think they might have a little cut there. Yeah, the referee just pointed to it, so I can't recall if it was cut by a punch or a headbutt, but there is some blood there on the very, almost on the hairline, Bruce, of Gogokhiia.
That's a spot that it could ooze again and again in a fight.
But if I was a fighter, I'd prefer it way up there than anywhere close to my eyes. So we'll see if it has any effect as we move on. But
these guys want to start.
Yeah.
The referee Neil Young had to push them back. Round 3, scheduled for 6. Enriko Gogokhiia and Vitor Fritas. Fritas in the dark trunks, Gogokhiia in the white trunks with the red trim. We're at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas. Bruce Beck, Christina Poncher with you right now. Brian McIntyre will rejoin us shortly. A lot of fights tonight. Now a little bit of a jab from Gogokhiia, was something we didn't see, and then he chops away with a short right hook.
But Gogokhiia's not really throwing that jab with much purpose. He's kind of just pawing it out there, pitter-pattering it. You know what I mean? He's not. It's not a strong.
It's not even a touch jab.
It's just kind of to keep the distance, help him keep the distance a little bit. Although that one he got inside.
Yes, he did. But I agree. Like, throw it with some purpose.
Just waste some energy sometimes when you throw those combinations just kind of to the air. He's almost a 3-punch. He just kind of was like as if he was shadow boxing there for a second.
That left hand got through upstairs by Gogokhiia. Now Freitas trying to establish something in terms of ring generalship. He got hurt, and down goes Freitas.
And there was a delayed reaction on that because that was a shot to the solar plex.
What a body blow that was. Freitas is in tremendous pain. Works his way up. Second knockdown of the bout. That one was more definitive, and it was a body blow. And you could see him gasping for air, trying to find it back, and that's it. Wow, Neil Young calls it off.
And he's still looking like he's trying to catch his breath. And sometimes it looks almost like they're faking it because of the delayed reaction, but that's what a body shot can do to you sometimes. It's one of those things where all of a sudden it takes your breath away, and then you're like, oh my goodness. And that's why he went down, and he's still over there trying to catch his breath, and the referee did the right thing.
TKOs in the third round came at 2:04, and it was a little bit delayed on this body blow. Oh, watch him now. Man, that hurts. And a little shimmy. A little shimmy.
About 5 little jabs and then just a straight right to the gut. Did it hit him on the pad?
It got him right in the midsection. I don't know exactly where.
Either way, he was done. He didn't want any more. He couldn't obviously catch his breath.
So Neil Young showed a heart of gold there by calling it off and protecting the fighter. Let's go to Lupe Contreras to give us the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Neil Young determines that the red corner can no longer continue, obligating him to call a halt to this bout with an official time of 2 minutes 4 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, Enriko Gogokhiia.
Gogokhiia hopes to go to greater heights. And tonight, he gets the TKO. 2 knockdowns in the bout, one in the first, one in the third. The third was on an impressive body blow. Gets a photo op with Egis Klimas as he improves to 10-0 with 5 knockouts. There's the whole team. Roman Karmazin, Russ Amber, Algirdas, Lauren Vicicius, and Egis Klimas.
He's had 2 fighters on the card.